Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Mr. Green and we are back on my Skyblock to do another Let's Play episode this week. We have done actually a lot of progress since the last episode, since we last saw you guys, which was about a week now. We got an entire giant platform next to us built with a farm, we got some cows over there. Just a lot of progress, honestly, guys. I'm going to do a little walk around for you guys so you can kind of see it. Shouldn't have any bad guys around us. We got a nice little farm going on here. We got a little bit of some cows, if we can jump. And we still got Gary, our sheep. He still doesn't have a name yet. We need to get a name tag and name him. We'll probably do that here in a little bit. And over here we have my little spot where I end up AFKing underneath the platform here. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys, but this is actually where we get all the drops. That's the hopper for the mom farm. So this is where we're getting all the goodies, all the rotten flesh and stuff that we can go sell over in the store. We're actually getting a lot of it. I know you guys can probably see my money over on the side. There we are up past 5,800 credits, which that's a lot of money, guys. We're actually about to go make some more even. But today I think our main goal is, first we're gonna make our way over to the desert island and see what we can get from there. If I remember correctly, there should be some sheep spawn eggs over there. I don't know if you guys know this, but I created the map, so I kind of remember where some of the stuff is. But I don't remember where everything is. Let's go ahead and grab up all our rotten flesh. We're going to grab up our eggs here. Just going to get everything, and we're going to go over to the store and get it sold. See what we can get. So I've just kind of been saving up my money, because I know we're going to end up buying something soon. I just don't know what. Look at all these achievements. We're doing pretty good. I think I'm going to pick a couple of these and try to actually knock off some ones that aren't really naturally getting ones. Like we could totally make some cracked stone bricks in like a minute. The dried kelp block, we really need to get started on that. And the honey bottle, I know we could do that right now. We just need to be able to make a campfire to take over to the villager island so we don't get attacked by the bees. Not too bad. Get even more here. Okay, nope, not quite 7,000. Almost. But yeah, we are saving up just in case we need something from here. Don't know what. I've been buying mending books lately. They're actually not that expensive, I forgot. I put in mending here for $7.50, which is it's pretty cheap, honestly. Alright, I think we're gonna go ahead and name Gary. I keep saying that I'm gonna do it, and then I don't do it. But we have an anvil here. Go ahead and put this in. Give him a nice... Why won't that go back? There we go. Being weird on me. Give him a nice green name. Uh-oh. How did that break my anvil? That thing was like brand new. Well, Gary, I hope you were worth it, man. Where you at, dude? Gary! There you are. Gary the sheep. You get to have a name tag because you are not gonna die. Hopefully. Get some crops cleaned up here. Haven't really been having an issue staying up with our food. Been mostly doing the crops for villager breeding in the future and cow breeding. Oops. Try to put these in rows. Not that it really, I know it's supposed to help. I mean, I don't really see much of a difference of planting them like this. I don't know. I also just like the neatness of it. I like how it looks. Telling you guys, if I actually mowed my own lawn, I would be one of those guys that mowed patterns into it. Just because I have a little bit of OCD. There we go. Been trying to keep all of our farm stuff together. Just try to stay organized as much as we can. See, we got a decent amount of wheat and seeds and stuff, so it's too bad we can't sell that stuff on this map. Well, we can once we get like a farmer villager, but with my new updated map, I'm a little jealous of the people that are getting to play my new updated version of this, because they get some cooler villagers to work with. Which, it's not much different ultimately. It's pretty much, you can buy and sell about the same amount of stuff. Uh-oh. Alright guys, sorry about that. Hopefully that isn't gonna become a problem. I have I use a controller. I play on PC, but I use controller just because I've tried my darndest to learn how to use the keyboard, guys, and I just can't use it. It's not something that I enjoy using, so I always use controllers. And my app that I use to connect a PS4 controller onto my computer just started freaking out on me for a second. But like I said, my main goal today is we're going to go over to the desert island, and we're going to get that bridged over to here in just a second after we stop falling into the chicken hole. And just give me a few seconds and I'll get that done and we'll be right back. Alrighty guys, we got it all bridged over to back here. I know you can kind of see it behind me. I'm not a big fan of doing those little skinny walkways like everybody else does. I feel way too nervous on those. Really, it's got to be like a 2 wide at least. I really prefer to do at least a 3 wide. If you guys play on those skinny walkways, good on you, but one little skeleton comes up and shoots me and I'm just over the edge, so I like to have a little extra room to play with. But this is the desert island. Hey, we got bunnies. I forgot about that. We do have a bunny spawner over here. Alright, I'm gonna push the button just to show you guys how much I trust it. And I hope I don't regret these words, but spoiler alert, if you guys don't want to know what this button does, look away right now. But I put it in, I might as well go through it. So I put this through a lot of testing when I made it, because I really didn't want you guys to get pushed off into the void and just die because of some nonsense that I put in. But I also really like the fact that the desert temple, you guys know the desert temple has like a TNT trap. So I wanted to do something similar to that without you guys having to, you know, have like a catastrophic death from it. So that's why I also gave you the little warning with the kaboom when you push the button. So I thought that was kind of fun. Again, guys, I haven't played the map, but I've made the map, so I know where everything's at. So we're gonna go for the chest. I mean, I could pretend like I didn't know where it is, but I don't know if I'm really that good at acting, guys. All right. Hey, efficiency. That's going to be a good one. A diamond. We got another music disc. And yep, I was right. We got the sheep spawn eggs. That's awesome. And now we got some more sand here, so we can actually get more glass. The lava will be nice if we want to use that to get into the nether. But mainly, one thing I was thinking I might use this for is I might end up just making a rabbit farm to where we could get, you know, a bunch of rabbit hide, rabbit meat, and this could be our food source for right now. I could just dig all this out around here, and then we could build like a little kill chamber collection kind of thing underneath it. I know the bunnies are cute and all, but I do need something to eat. Come here. Oh, and they drop slime. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. So we could have a slime farm, a food farm, and a leather farm, because you can make... Yeah, okay, yeah, you can make leather out of the rabbit hides. That's what I thought. I'm really bad at throwing things away. Alright, so we got some good efficiency and sharpness. We actually got a nice little stack of books going on here, if I ever decide to use them. I really need to move my storage room over to the actual storage room that I made the other day. I know you guys kind of saw the little storage shed we have up here. This is technically supposed to be my new storage room, but I have not put everything in here yet. We just have some wood and other wood things. But eventually we will move everything over there. It's a little tiny thing. I don't know. We might end up upgrading once we get... Is it raining? Oh yeah, it just started raining. Okay. We might end up upgrading once we get more room, more materials, and more stuff, you know. Good grief. Why is it always raining on a skyblock, guys? Is this just me? Like, it is just always raining. It's not a thunderstorm either, is it? Nope. Oh, goodness, guys. Alright, so... I think what we're going to do is probably put together a little wool farm. And then possibly put together a little rabbit farm. That's going to involve me digging out that island over there. I totally forgot to grab the cactus and sugarcane while I was there, too. So... let's get a few supplies. I'm going to get some things ready. And I will be right back. Alright guys, we're going to build the sheep farm real quick, but I figured why not make this into a little bit of a tutorial for you guys, since it's kind of easy to make, and I have all the materials right here. So this is pretty much everything you're going to need to make a sheep farm, a wool farm I guess, not a sheep farm. You need one hopper, one minecart hopper, 2 chests at least. If you want to do more collection chests, you're going to need more hoppers as well. 1 observer, 1 dispenser, 1 lever, a piston. These are going to be just to put the grass block into place. You need a few grass blocks, a few extra building blocks just in case. A few glass blocks. I use 8 so that you can make a cage, just like with the chickens. You need to have a little cage around it so that you can see inside of it. And one last thing is you're going to need actually a pair of shears. I didn't make those yet. Let's go ahead and get those made. You need at least 1 pair of shears. If you guys have unbreaking, mending, or something on them, that will make them last longer. You can put multiple pairs of shears in there, because remember, they're going to go inside of the dispenser, so you can put up to 9 pairs of shears inside of there at one time if you guys wanted to make sure that it's going to keep running for a long time. Also, you know, just some really good unbreaking shears would make sure that it would go longer. Seriously, guys, it is always raining. Why? Okay, so you guys are going to want to build this from the bottom up. So let's go ahead and get our axe out, and we're going to break out actually a couple of pieces of the floor here. Try not to fall through it. And we're going to put our chest down. Break out the back here. We're going to put in our hopper, just like that. Okay guys, one thing I forgot from the ingredients list is you are going to need a rail. Just 1 of them. You don't need 16, although you do have to craft 16 of them for some dumb reason. but you need the rail to be able to put the minecart on top of. Without that there, the minecart just, you can't place it down. So next to the minecart, we're going to go ahead and place our grass right there. Put grass there. Put grass behind it. You don't want to put a grass in front of it though, because then you won't be able to open the chest. And we're going to go ahead and fill in the back corners right here, just like that. And then the last piece is going to go on top. This is why we have some extra blocks though, so that way we don't ruin our grass. We're going to put this last piece just like that right above the minecart. Now this is why we have the piston, guys, is we're going to need to build up just like this. And like that. Then we're going to take your piston. You need to get right up against this and look straight up. And make sure that your piston is facing down. I guess I didn't quite put that far down enough. So you need to have a block just like that so that it'll push. Now, a very important thing to do before you guys do this, make sure you break the rail now. You have to break this rail, which it's going to be a little hard to hit. There it is. Alright, so you need to break the rail. And once you have the rail broken, you're going to see the minecart is now sitting on top of the hopper just flat. Now we can activate the piston. And that's going to make the piston push the grass block down into the minecart hopper. Now you can do this without doing this step if you guys don't want to have to do this. But this is just going to make everything more condensed and just a lot neater. Now we can go ahead and break all this down. And let's go ahead and sleep real quick, just so we don't have any bad guys pop up behind me. Okay, once you guys are at this point, you are actually really close to being done. We need to come around the back, just like this, and we're going to put the observer right here. So now you got like a little U shape around your observer. You're going to put a glass block there, a glass block there, glass block there, glass block there. And now this is where your dispenser is going to go in, right on top of the observer. Then we're going to crouch place a glass block there. Now we need to go in front of the grass block and just put a temporary cobblestone block or anything right there. If you have extra glass, that's fine, but I don't want to waste mine. I guess I have one extra piece, but we need to just close up this front just like this. And then if you guys do not have a sheep spawn egg like I do, you need to just make a little staircase or whatever. Lead your sheep up inside of here. However you want to do that. Get a lead, get a piece of wheat, and just make him follow you up here and then push him inside of here. It's honestly not that hard. And hopefully this will work for me. There we go. So you just want your sheep inside of there like that. And now you are almost done. We're like 95% of the way there. Honestly, I would go ahead and recommend just putting a glass block like that, just so that way the minecart doesn't move at all, because you can open your chest with a glass block there. But back behind it, we need to have one block here. Pay attention to that, guys. Make sure that your red dot on your observer is facing backwards. And then put a block there. And now we need, did I totally forget it? I think I did. I'm sorry, guys. One more thing. You need one dot of redstone dust. I thought I had that. But you need to take your dot of redstone dust and just put it right there. So this is going to make sure that every time the observer detects the sheep eating the grass, the observer will fire a tick, and then the redstone will activate the dispenser here, which will have the shears inside of it. So as of right now, we can't really see it, but I can fire it manually with a button. So if you guys just put a button right here on the block behind it and hit a button, it'll go ahead and fire for you and get it started. And now you're good to go. If you guys ever want to change the color of the sheep, you are going to have to take this redstone off, or else it's just going to constantly keep shearing him. So if you want to dye the sheep, you need to take the redstone dot off. And then you can dye the sheep once he grows his wool back. But the more grass you guys have around this, the better chance of it growing. So if you can have more grass, you know, I would put another piece like right there, and maybe just surround more of this with grass. Because the more grass that this block right here can have next to it, the better chance that it's going to actually spread. Again, do not put anything above the chest, because that will make that you can't open the chest. If you use a barrel here, you could totally put grass right here. That would be fine. But you would have to use a barrel. So, but that is pretty much your basic easy wool farm, guys. You can make as many of those as you want and get tons of wool. It will automatically collect it for you every time that the sheep eats the grass. It's going to go ahead and shear them for you, so hope that helps some of you guys out. Alright guys, so we've been over here working on the desert island, trying to get some stuff cleared off to try to make a little bit of a rabbit farm. I think that would be kind of helpful to us. We have a nice little area right here underneath the spawner that I think I'm just going to turn into kind of a collection chamber with like a campfire underneath it, so that the rabbits will fall inside and then get cooked. So we'll have a source of cooked meat. Also found a diamond in here, so that's good. Yeah, you guys see how they're spawning in and they're kind of dropping down in here. So hopefully this is gonna work out all right. I have to finish shaping it out and show you guys how it turns out in a few minutes. Alright guys, we kind of got a little bit of a makeshift rabbit farm put together here. I'm not too disappointed with it. It's working out alright. We're gonna see how it goes over a little more time. It would be nice to add a like a trident killer to it to get better rates on it, but ultimately that's gonna be some automatic cooked meat for us. No problem about it. It's seeming to work. Like they're definitely dropping in. I'm sorry, Mr. Bunny. I need the food. Look at that one. That one's just gonna jump in voluntarily. What are you doing? Get in there, baby bunny. So yeah, we might need to expand it out, make it a little wider, or maybe I'll just put a maybe if we just put a wall around it, so that way they can't spawn. Yeah, maybe that's what we need to do, is just wall it up around the outside. Either way, we'll probably make some changes to this before the next episode, guys. But as you can see, we did do quite a bit this episode. We were actually able to get a little bit of a sheep farm to put together. Well, a wool farm, I guess. I keep calling it a sheep farm. We're not really farming sheep. We're farming the wool from the sheep. And now we have a rabbit farm. So we can get slime. And we can get lots of cooked food from this. Hopefully. Yep. So we can get rabbit hide and cooked rabbit. And that's going to be nice. Just a good source of food, because honestly I've been kind of struggling for food lately, so it's nice. Hey, look at that. Oh my goodness, guys, sometimes I put some weird things in this game. But I think that's going to do it for today's episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys like this kind of content, make sure to hit that like button down below, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. You guys know what to do. Make sure you get notified of the next video. And if you guys like maps like this, make sure you go check out my page on mcpedl.com. The link will be down below in the description. I have a bunch of maps there. I think we got like 25 of them now. There's just a lot of maps for you guys to go check out, as well as some add-ons and some seeds that I put out. All that stuff is going to be linked down in the description below if you guys want to check it out. But until next time, my name is Mr. Green, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Mr. Green and I am back for another Let's Play here on my channel. I wanted to start off this episode by doing just a quick little tour of everything that I've been working on with my new behavior pack and the new map that you guys might have been hearing about a little bit on Twitter. I have definitely been talking about it there and showing off some pictures a little bit. So if you guys are interested about that, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek right now. Going to start here with a quick little overview of all the blocks. These are a lot of the texture changes. Mostly this is just kind of a recolor. We took pretty much anything that had a wood texture to it and recolored it so that it will fit in with the ender trees that I have created in the pack. One more time, going back down to look at it. See, we even got in with the rails. Pretty much anything that had a wood texture on it that you will be able to craft in the game, I had to go in and change the color of so that it will make sense with the wood that I have created for you guys. So this here is an ender sapling. It is a custom item that will place a custom block. So now we can place saplings on the end stone, and we use the chorus fruit to grow them, just like that. The texture is a little bit funky on the leaves. I tried my best to get it right, but ultimately that's about as good as we could do. And if we go into survival here, you'll see when we break the leaves, we got a sapling to drop. We can get sticks, and we can get apples as well. There goes a stick. There goes a couple of apples. So it's going to be a decent source for a little bit of food and, again, the sticks, and you can get the saplings back. We place down a sapling and break it. It works pretty much just like a normal sapling. But you will be able to grow this on the end stone. And again, the chorus fruit is going to be your bone meal. So we place down a sapling, use chorus fruit as bone meal, and grow a tree. Now here we have a wall full of most of the items that I couldn't really place as blocks that have been recolored or retextured to fit appropriately as needed. We have the ender chicken meat, we have ender flesh, this is the meat that will come from endermen. We have a chorus fruit pie, we have a few new ores that I will show you guys here in just a few minutes. All of the wooden tools have now been recolored to match the wood that you will be able to use, as well as the bows have been given a charge indicator. And again, we have the arrows are purple as well. So all of the things have been retextured, recolored to fit accordingly. We made an ender bee. It is just a regular old bee. I still have yet to finish this one up. I got to figure out a way to be able to plant the flowers in the end. That is one of my next projects. We have the dragon teeth. We have enderite ingot. And this is going to be your purple ingot, which the purple ingot is actually going to come from the purple ore. And we have this right here is really cool, the Sword of Ender. This is going to be a really rare item, and it's going to be hard to craft. So it's going to be much more of an end game type item, but when you click on it, it's a little slow right now. I might change this. This is still just the beginning phases, guys. Remember, a lot of this stuff could change, but as of right now, we have a sword that will grant you levitation so you can fly. That's kind of the idea of this right now. So let's go down here. The very first of the weapons or tools that we have, this is the Ender Pickaxe. It will mine relatively quickly. I have not ironed out everything with this one. This is a very new thing, and I have a lot to learn about this kind of stuff, guys. So give me some time. I'll work it all out. But let's go ahead and show you guys the ores. So this is the purple ore, and when you mine this, you will get the actual block. So this is going to be a lot like iron in the game. So just mine that and you will get the block. You don't need any silk touch for that one. Now this one is going to be kind of like coal. This is a source of fuel. This stuff is called ender dust. Now ender dust, again, it's going to be a fuel in furnaces, smokers, blast furnaces. You guys can use this to cook your food, to cook your ores down. Pretty much anything you need to cook in a furnace, you can cook using this kind of stuff. This also is craftable into gunpowder. So you won't have to like farm creepers or anything like that. You will actually be able to mine your gunpowder. And lastly, we have the dark ore. Now, dark ore, you guys really can just kind of think of like a lucky block almost. It has a loot table inside of it that will drop random different necessary items from the overworld whenever you mine it. So we got some diamonds, prismarine crystals, emeralds, gold nuggets. So lots of good stuff, guys. Again, these are going to generate in the world naturally. Let me just go into creative here and we'll show you. You can see how the ores are already kind of just speckling all over the end. Obviously, some of this generation is going to need tweaked. It seems to be generating just a little too often right now, but we will get all that fine-tuned. So that's pretty much everything that I've been working on so far, guys, over the past few days. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I am really excited to get this released out to you guys as soon as I can. But again, it's going to take a little bit of time, guys, because we have a lot of stuff to work on. We're going to do a full set of tools and armor, and it's just a lot. So give me some time. but I promise you I am working hard on it.